Yes. Yes, let's rock it. We got to move that tonight. Don't go over there. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We rocking. You know what I'm saying? We rocking and we rolling. You know what I mean? Welcome to 1438 North Ninth the podcast. And I would like to say what's up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Got to go. Got to go. Oh yeah. Let me see. We gotta make sure. Okay. Resume. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Let's get us some effects. Nah. We definitely gonna get us some effects. Thought we had some effects right there. It's a photo and a sticker. Yes. Uh-oh. Got to unapply. Cool. Cool. Now I know how to go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-huh. That is the nature of the beast. Here we go. Let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? I would like to say welcome. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it is Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? What's going down in the town? You know what I mean? Just like hey, it is what it is, what it ain't. It shall never be. You know what I'm saying? I am your voice. You know what I'm saying? The host, you know what I'm saying? The voice. The host with the voice of choice. One and only conversation, but my friends call me Michael Coates. I would like to say, what's up, y'all? You know what I mean? And today is the conclusion of the art of elevation. You know what I mean? And like I said, today is the conclusion of the art of elevation. You know what I mean? You got to have some ideas. What are you doing to get ahead in life? You know what I'm saying? How are you preparing yourself? You know what I'm saying? What steps are you putting right there in front of you? You know what I'm saying? To ensure that goal happens. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm taking out my skeletons and putting them right out there for you. You know what I mean? I am the subject, and what I mean by that is I'm cleaning up my closet. I do my podcast in episodes of 3, and then I do an interlude. An interlude, I'm going to read from Black authors that are often overlooked. Boom. There we go. Got to bring the jade out to play. You know what I'm saying? My jade don't play. And like I said, I'm putting forth my steps and what am I doing, in the art of elevation, and why did I choose this topic? You know what I'm saying? And how is it relating to me? And what am I doing to get things done? You know what I mean? That is the question. And like I told you, like I said, it's a conversation between myself and you. There we go. We'll change that. We'll change that, make it a little bit softer so I can be seen. You know what I mean? And we're gonna put that a little bit higher. So we can be seen. No. Change that. There we go. A little bit cool. A little bit of cool lighting, So we gotta turn that down. You know what I mean, baby boy? There we go. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying, you know what I mean? What am I doing to elevate? You know what I'm saying? And how am I getting it done? You know what I mean? And like I stated, in episode 2 yesterday, today is the conclusion, the art of elevation, and what are you doing to get there? What are the steps, some of the steps that you're taking, and what are the feelings that are connected with it, and how can you use that as a critical thinking skill and use it as a powerful tool in your own cipher and make it bubble? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I am the voice of choice, you know what I'm saying? The host with the most, you know what I'm saying, Michael Coates. And it's definitely a pleasure to get here and have a conversation with y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's my therapy. I'm a Gen X cross-generational specialist. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the rhythm of the world and how things are going. So I'm gonna get right into it. And what I'm talking about in that art of elevation, I'm a master trainer. I'm putting security on pause for a minute, and I'm gonna delve into the big thing that they call the CDL trucking. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not driving no truck at first. I'm driving the school bus, and not just because I don't want to. It's just I just don't want to drive a big truck yet. I do want to drive either CTA, the Pace bus, what I'm saying, or the CTA, what I'm saying. But the train is my thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, create more avenues of revenue and more, I wouldn't say you, I'm gonna say myself. Within myself, I want to create more avenues of revenue and make sure and ensure that I'm taking care of myself, what I'm saying, on a wonderful level, what I'm saying? And I feel, that's appropriate, you know. And sometimes I will say this though, right now I feel like I'm a little pushed out of some of the things that I used to do. Like, me being a master trainer and all, I feel like the guru now. Like I'm more into the therapies, and things like that, and healing people. Yeah, I do the muscle thing and all that all day. But see, they don't want to work now. The way I train people, I'm going to train you the way that your body commands. Sometimes it's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to be light. Sometimes it's going to be moderate. But it's going to be to invoke change. I am an outcome-based trainer. You know what I'm saying? Functional. You know what I mean? What I mean by functional, I can put you in a small square and work the hell out you, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's a wonderful thing. And if you're just now joining me, I would like to welcome you to 1438 North Night, the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm the man with the gold tone, you know what I'm saying? The gold microphone. And I'm talking to you, black man telling a black man's story. You know what I'm saying? They only given February is almost over. So I think Black History Month. It might be almost over, you know what I'm saying? But I'm black, you know what I'm saying? Another 350 something, 365 days in the year. So minus 29, but so another 335 days, you know what I'm saying? I'm still black. You know what I'm saying? And every day I wake up, I love my blackness and my black melanin and what I'm doing. So, and it's highly unfortunate, whatever they do, you know what I'm saying, to black people, they want to do it where we see it and where we understand it and where we know we should be quiet and just keep moving on. And that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And for everybody out there, like I said, if you haven't got a chance to watch the story on us, watch the story about Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Antetokounmpo, you know what I'm saying? Definitely going to get that man a hand. And the Antetokounmpo brothers, you know what I mean? And the academies that they created and to break down, these many different forms of walls of racism and things like that, and I want to get definitely a shout out to John Majors, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't watched the movie Devotion, go and watch the movie Devotion. It's about a black pilot in the 1950s who clawed his way up to become, you know what I'm saying, one of the best pilots, you know what I'm saying, that the Navy had. And one of the only black pilots at that particular time. They did everything they could to knock this black man down, but this black man crawled up and did his thing, you know what I'm saying? He didn't let them falter him. He didn't let them, they sabotaged his equipment, you know what I'm saying? And they said he wasn't going to never make it. But except for the movie is so powerful. There's, he goes into the bathroom and he wrote down everything that they said to him, everything that they did to knock him down. He then used it, as a bullet, you know what I'm saying? In what he was using, he used it as a metaphorical bullet to break down the walls and those chains that they had, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jonathan Majors, you know what I mean? Just like that, and it's unfortunate at times that people of other cultures, and one thing about Hollywood, you want, and I'm gonna tell you this, I definitely hope Diddy go to jail, you know what I'm saying? And there's a wall of homosexuality that exists in Hollywood, you know what I mean? And rituals and things like that. Why? Because I've done a ton of security in a lot of private functions that I have not posted and will not ever post and things like that because you wasn't having things to record. It's what the eyes recorded and what the soul knows. No, I got wrong button. Wrong, no. right there. And this, and I did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Just stay in the wrong button, because that's how it is. The men of Will Smith and likes of him and others, and Quincy Jones and Clive Davis and things like that. Yeah, definitely gonna name names. You know what I'm saying? Because in those powerful small inner circles and in those big houses and those grandiose walls, there's a lot of screaming and there's a lot of pain and torture up in them big ass houses. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. So back on track. I'm saying? Today is the final conclusion about the art of elevation. And what am I doing to elevate myself? Like I said, I'm opening up different revenues, different avenues of revenue, like with the CDL, definitely going through it. There's about 5 or 6 tests that I'm in the process of doing, and I got one more shot to do it, or I have to wait 30 days to do it again. You know what I mean? And I definitely believe in what I'm doing, and I'm recoursing the material, making sure I have what I need, and then I'm also making sure that I feel the material. Well, how do I make sure I feel the material? Like tomorrow, with the people that I'm studying with, in the group that Friday we're all going to take the test. So we're going to come in, we're going to study, then we're going to go take the test, and everybody's going to pass, you know what I'm saying? And I'm calling that into the world because I'm confident, you know what I mean? And I hit that ship. So since I'm in the study group, you know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure that it's going to be known. And when I walked in today, I was not playing. I was like, we doing this, that, and this. So tomorrow we're going to go over everything that we did today. Then we're going to read parts of the CDL manual, that everybody is running away from, so they can get familiar with things like that. You know what I mean? And one thing I will say, every 2 years, I have to get recertified as a master trainer. And I just want to say, shout out International Sports Sciences Association. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do, and I do what it does. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and what it's not, it's going to be. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give the world a big kiss. So, and that's just what it is. And like I said, in my previous episodes on February 19th, 20th, and 21st, I talked about REAL. Realize everyone's always lying. Somebody gonna beat you to the race, baby. It is what it is. What it ain't, it shall never be. And as we keep moving and grooving and seeing the light side of things, I just want to say hi. And you see that up there? Those are called stars. You know what I'm saying? And put that on that man's table. You know what I'm saying? Let that man eat. You know what I'm saying? Like a piece of goat cheese with goat meat. Let a man eat. Definitely got to put the red beans and rice on tonight, along with the oxtails. You know what I'm saying? Just got to let it cook overnight. Low and slow. Well, I'm going to cook it on high for about 3-4 hours. You know what I'm saying? No, about 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours on high. Hour on high, hour on low, hour on high, hour on low. And why did I put that up in there? Because you have to feed yourself and be motivated to do something, or whatever it is that you do. You know what I mean? What am I motivated to do? I'm motivated to change people. You know what I'm saying? I'm motivated to keep standing up and moving in my realm. You know what I'm saying? And at times when I get knocked down, I definitely have to realize that I am not one that is not supposed to be seen on his back. You know what I'm saying? Because even at my lowest, I hold a strong atmosphere. And that's just what I am, a strong Black man telling a Black man's story. And I would like to say hello. This is wonderful. And, good evening. It is February 28, 2024. And we're going into April. We're going into March in April, and focused. Proper preparation prevents poor performance from a proper productive people. Definitely got a few things to do tonight. Feeling a hell of excited, except for waking up tomorrow. If I don't have my plan set for what I'm going to do for the next 10 months, I'm not going to feel good. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have that plan set for the next 10 months, because I like to offset my plans and not to start it at the new year like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a little bit funny, but I don't think it is. You know what I'm saying? So calm down a little bit, and like I said, hello, if you're on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You definitely want to follow me, at OG773 Fitness. That's OG773 Fitness. That's my fitness page, y'all. And plus I need to get this goddamn Facebook up to 1,000. So I need about another 150 more. So let's rock and roll and let's get me up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not begging for it. You know what I mean? Go look at Black Mirror. It's in season 3. It's called Nosedive. And one thing that I do like about with art imitates life, because life has to be lived and for art to be made. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really, so as we keep moving, and like I said, I'm in this new class, back on point, back I'm in this class, and got them studying well. So in the process of studying well, instead of people reading silently, you know we reading out loud, then we reading all the answers, then we stating we reading all the possible responses, and then we harken on the answer. And this one guy in there, he pretty cool, you know what I'm saying, Puerto Riqueño, you know what I'm saying, just like that, and viva la raza esta puertorriqueños de la mexicanos, you know what I'm saying, and differentes, but a me gusta de negros, you know what I'm saying, morenos, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. We're going to go from one culture to the next. I'm going to start tying it in. Because Estados Unidos el día tú necesitas aprender dos lenguas para las hablando y entiendo. You know what I mean? And that's just is what it is. And I want to say bienvenidos. You know what I'm saying? Por esto, 1438 Norte 9th, you know what I'm saying, Street, Zay Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Por esto grande, moreno. You know what I'm saying? Conversation with. You know what I mean? Or Michael Coates. It is what it is. What it ain't, it shall never be. You know what I mean? So you better know how. You better be bilingual. And you should have been there, because I learned mine when I was 14 in Hillside. Shout out to Papo and Debbie, you know what I'm saying, for teaching me Spanish, you know what I'm saying? The Cuban Dominican connection, you know what I'm saying? And that's just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No? Yo tienes mucho familia hasta la de calle. You know what I mean? And we rock and we roll. De hola, and whew. So, yes, you're a philosopher. Boom. Yes. Well, of course. And back to the study table with the people that I'm studying with in order to get this thing done for this commercial driver's license, the school bus permit. Definitely, like I said, opening up different avenues of revenue. Not doing the security no more. Stepping up the master training game. Definitely securing another position where I don't want to work 8 hours for nobody. It's not going to ever happen again. I might do 4 over here, 4 over there, but it's still equal 8, but not all in the same place. I get tired of people real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get tired of people real quick, especially when you're trying to tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? I do know how to listen, but I also know how to get it done, and I'm a fast learner and quick thinker, and people just don't understand that sometimes, and we're going to put some music on the situation. So one of my bullet points, you know what I'm saying? What are the steps that you're taking? Are you cleaning out your mind field? You know what I'm saying? Emotionally. Are you cleaning up your heart so you'll have enough capacity to start to understand others and be sympathetic and have empathy when they piss you the fuck off? You know what I'm saying? What is your heart space, and your spirit realm? And what are you allowing into your heart space and your spirit realm and your metaphysical entities, that help you rise above things that you're going to on this big, big blue ball that we call Earth. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all big, and what are you putting out there in the energy zones to receive back well? You know what I mean? So if you're a quarterback, you throw a quarter and it might come back, or you're just not a quarterback, so you might get sacked. You know what I'm saying? Being a wide receiver on the front line, you might get pushed like a nose tackle or defensive end. You know what I mean? But as you run through, you might have a good fullback that knows a running back that's gonna punch the line. And that's all I'm just saying, just like that. And big. So, what are the steps? What are your physical alignments to yourself that's going to allow you to start moving in this moving in this universe the way that you want to move? You know what I'm saying? Just talk to me. Hell, it is what it is. What it ain't, it shall never be. Oh yeah, we're gonna roll it like that. Learning new things, because the way I got the microphone, I don't want it to cover what I'm doing, but I also, I don't want the microphone just to be out of reach. You know what I'm saying? And a 1 and a 2. Oh yeah, I am with this thing, and I think I'm finally getting it. I think Lord knows, I think that we might have it, because definitely don't want to talk straight into it like this. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to be heard, and speak with a good freedom, a freedom of mind, a good heart, and passionate talks with great understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. You know, it is what it is. What it ain't, it shall never be. You know, and like I said, this is the final conclusion of the Art of Elevation, the AOE series, the 3 episodes. From this, I'll probably be reading from the Book of Life as I wind it down with the Book of Life. The life, the lore, and folk poetry of the Black Hustler. You know what I'm saying, by Hollywood House Publishing. And from there, I'm gonna delve into a few other things like Rick Ross autobiography and a little Richard Wright, some Donald Goins, some Iceberg Slim and pimping like that, and some nice provocative, Black writers that have come up in the 90s, and they pushed open the realm and they got themselves recognized and known. Even as Tyler Perry slept, in his cars and dreamed about making it big or things like that, he's done that. He's done that, and you got to give respect to, Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. You got to give respect out to 50 Cent, better known as Curtis Jackson. People who started out with an idea that manifested into greatness, and I'm at the point now where I'm manifesting my greatness. I didn't know it well before. I spoke it into energy and didn't understand a few things about this new digital world. But as I start to understand the things that I need to understand about this digital world, and I put them in play. And then as I put them in play, that's when I've been stopped playing checkers. I've been stopped playing checkers. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was a boy, I thought I acted as a boy. As a man, I think and I move as a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just is what it is. And definitely, I have energies and entities around me that I feel that move me, like my jade tree. You know what I mean? Like, definitely small things like the Chicago, they call it the moon cloud. We call it a beam. And just small things like that you can have around you, because I got some shirts coming that's gonna mess people heads up. So when they come with that when they come with that when they come with they MAGA, oh, I got a hell of a response for them. And it come from the Jeffersons. I bought two classic T-shirts with George Jefferson on it, with his famous line. You know what I'm saying? And it was called SUH. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. And I feel for y'all that don't live in a state, you know what I'm saying, that's not 420 advocate friendly, because man, it's a wonderful thing up in the shop. You got to. Mm. You got to. You got to. Mm. I forgot I got a signed picture of Brett Favre up in here. You gotta love it. And you got Reggie White back there in the back. Wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. It just caught me. Sometimes you gotta look up. I got some things to do. I've been procrastinating a while on a few things, and that's why I said tonight. The plan goes into motion. I definitely got to dig into the art. Like I said, this whole entire series definitely goes into the balance of my life. You know what I mean? And the topics and the topics that I'm discussing and want to be openly discussed on the floor. You know what I mean? Definitely. Like I said, it's a conversation, between whoever I'm talking to, whoever's listening. You know what I mean? And like I said, if this is your first time joining me, welcome to 1438 North the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I am conversation, you know what I'm saying? The voice of choice, you know what I'm saying? My friends call me Michael Koza, but you can call me Cabo, and it's a pleasure to have you tonight. Thank you for allowing me into your hearts, your homes, your minds, as I discuss, the certain topics that I discuss. And join me Monday through Friday, every 6 p.m. through 7 p.m. Sometimes I push it to 6:15, but I got to get back on schedule, and it is what it is. So what are your feelings about what are you doing? So as you clear, we're back on the art of elevation, the final conclusion. And what are the steps that you're taking? Some of the steps that I mentioned previously is about your mind space, your brain space. Who's renting space in your head? Who has leases? Like Cardi B said, I got condos in that bitch head. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. And you don't want nobody having condos in your head. I got a few people with a few apartments in my head, and I got to get them out. They got to get evicted. It's about hook or by crook. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do what you got to do, and that's just what it is. So, hell, that's the denoise. Cool. We're gonna hit the denoise. The denoise clears everything around, and even though there's not too much, you know, around me like that, ain't nobody crazy. You know, I tell you, boy, YouTube, they be tripping. YouTube be tripping something vicious. I ain't even mad at you. I'm gonna have to look at the flow rate per second. Um, so back to the lab and to the knowledge of God. Like I said, clear out your brain space, your head space. Who has leases up in there? Who got leases up in that condo? Who got leases up in them condos? That's all I'm saying. And then not even that. Oh, I tell you, the darkness. What do you know about the darkness? I was born in the darkness. Nice. Got to love it. Got to love it. Got to love it. Boom. And I am feeling elated tonight, because like I said, I'm in this CDL class, and I'm vibing with people, and the studying is going well. And when the studying is going well, you wipe it in your skin. I am super excited because once I get this done, I get to drive the bus tomorrow. Well, by Friday, and what are the steps that I'm taking? I'm making sure that I study well. I'm making sure that I hit my main points. I'm making sure that I highlight, my main points that I need for my conversation. I'm reading the questions, so I'm familiar with the word jargon, because the word can be a little intimidating, and then not only that, though, the course material, by going over the course material with the people that I'm going over, it's helping my mind space. I'm churning those fields. I'm cultivating those fields of brain. You know what I mean? Um, what the hell? Oh, it was going up and down. And I would like my brother Brian Fitzgerald Coates would like to say, "What's up, y'all?" You know what I mean? Just like that. Monitor, record, monitor, record. Check it. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Oh, right. Oh, because I did hit that button. See, you gotta remember the buttons that you're hitting, dog. Because it's gonna go low, then it's gonna go high. Yeah, definitely. I gotta remember the buttons that I hit. Like I said, boom. So I'm utilizing the study sessions to cultivate, my brain space and to make sure and to ensure that when I get in front of this test Friday, that I'm not intimidated, that anything of the sorts, you know what I'm saying? Also, boom, my heart space. Where's my heart space? What's going on in my heart? You know, Definitely thank God that I'm not looking at, porno no more, you know what I'm saying? And let me turn it up. Thank God that I'm not just, what I'm saying, looking at, goddamn porn no more and things like that. Because even though I wasn't with nobody, being celibate, sometimes them days come up, you just got to ring one off, you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is, put a little music to that, because who ain't pleased they self, goddamn it? Because if you sit there and lie, you know what I'm saying, I can hit you with this, because sometimes you got to look inside yourself and just say, motherfuck that. You know what I'm saying? I got to get this goddamn shit done. It is what it is. What it ain't, it shall never be. So we gonna go with the girl voice right now, right? You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that sound like a broad nowadays. Kind of sound like Tim's. This sound like Tim's. Would you be my lover? And I did not get a Grammy. So you better know I didn't get a Grammy. You know, like I said, heart space. Where's my heart space? Who has control of my heart? Am I doing devious things? Am I swiping to the left, swiping to the right? Hell no. I got my feel on that some time ago. Definitely don't want to be sitting around all day, what I'm saying, with Mr. Man standing up, and you just sitting there, swiping through pictures and things like that. So if y'all doing that, I would just advise y'all that it's a hopeless, lonely road that you always end up by yourself with a strong grip on things like that. And you don't want to be like that. Just honestly speaking, just really, really honestly speaking, just being 100 with it, and Shop Jew in major. Oh, that's the button that makes my voice double. You know, Hello. I tell you, you gotta have fun with it. You know, my heart space. So my heart space is good. That's why I'm always smiling at everything. I know I look Chinese because man, that perp, the derp, the erp, the kerp. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep rolling with it. And let me turn that down a little bit. That's pop. That's karaoke. We want the pop voice. Yeah, there we go. We'll take the pop voice, and then we're gonna hit a little the noise with that. Take out the noise in the background, and you know, like I said, my heart space. My heart is good. It may sound like I'm off point, but I'm on point for real. You know, when I go into the memory and I'm talking about having a blessed situation that goes into how you feel, that's how you start to understand things. The art of elevation. What are your steps and how you taking it to get there? Like I said, that brain space. I'm cultivating my brain space with more knowledge, with more books, with people who are on the same wavelength that I'm on for that timetable. They might not be there for the whole thing, but it's the timetable. It's definitely the timetable. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely the timetable. And with that being said, you know, what's my timetable for what I'm doing? I gave myself 30 days. I'm 2 weeks into what I'm doing as far as the studying. And by the third and fourth week, I should be pushing a big ass 20-foot bus to the Chicago, rolling that big puppy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like that. Yeah, just like that, rolling that puppy nice and fat like you under dig. It is what it is. What it ain't, it shall never be. And if this is your first time joining me, I would like to say welcome to 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I am your voice of choice. You know what I'm saying? Michael Coates. But they call me motivation though. Conversation. They call me motivation at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you. Boy, you better get it right. Keep it light, keep it tight, because I am moving. Boom. Like also mind space, brain space, cultivated with knowledge, cultivated with people who gonna inspire, improve, uplift, enhance, and not substitute your garbage, just for some kind goddamn words. When you're not in complete essence of your spirit, somebody should tell you if they kiss your ass, then they're really not your friend. You need to be checked in order to get respect. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You needed to be checked in order to get respect, and you got to give somebody a hand for that, and that just is what it is. Somebody that's real with you, that's connected to you, they're going to make you own and be accountable for, what you sit down and deliver, or what you stand up and point and shoot, you know what I'm saying? Just like that, and I'm going to give the world a big kiss because this is therapy. You know what I'm saying? I tell you no lie. This is wonderful therapy. And what I mean by that is instead of, I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, and I'm very blessed. And telling my story, like I said, it's time to mix it up, and especially by telling their stories, because they might even chime in. Like I said, what are the steps that you're taking to enhance, your promenades? What are your steps that you're taking to enhance your financial status? What steps are you taking to increase your social reach or aptitude, or where you want to be socially? Tell me, you know, and not only is it a wonderful conversation, but it's an open-ended conversation, and it's an open-ended question or a statement, and just like I said, this conversation between you and I, and this is episode 3, the final conclusion of the art of elevation, you know. Thirdly, I went from the brain, I went to the heart, you know what I'm saying? But also, what is the total energy space of the people that's around you that's talking to you? You know what I'm saying? What are you allowing to be breathed, to be breathed into your life? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just say that again. What are you allowing to be breathed into your life? You know what I'm saying? Not breathe into your life. Like I said, breath, with a D, you know, you got to put a D at the end of that, you know, and that just is what it is. You know, the people you're only going to get as far in your plan as the people you sit around and talk to for nothing every day, just for nothing. That's how far, what I'm saying, you're going to get, you know, and what do you think? I think that once you apply yourself in manners and in terms that's applicable to you, and what do I mean by manners and terms that's applicable to you? Manners and terms where you can understand where you're at in life and choose to start to do better little by little by little by little, or by leaps and bounds. You know what I mean? Or by leaps and bounds. A truly wonderful thing, and like, man, mm, 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 mm. What are the relationships that you're building, and what does your future hold for yourself? Because you definitely got to make sure that you have burial plans, and what's the legacy that you want to leave on this planet, and how do you want to be perceived and people to see you? You know, hell, I want to be perceived as Michael Coates. I want to be perceived as somebody who got out here and who lived his life on his terms when a lot of people said that I couldn't, when a lot of people said that I didn't belong, when a lot of people said that I'm not smart enough or that I'm not strong enough, and I used to be the wimpy kid, you know what I mean? But most definitely, but the wimpy kid got intelligent as hell, because the wimpy kid always been a nerd, but the wimpy kid got big and got a lot of courage, and not only the wimpy kid still has an open heart and a heart of gold, and didn't let the world that destroy me, even though it tried, what I'm saying, did not allow the world to destroy me, and I'm feeling great, really wonderful, and like I said, where does your spirit realm coincide with your heart space, your mind space, your spirit space, your metaphysical? What does your celestial energy from the moon? One thing, I think I'm gonna have to watch Moon Knight again tonight, because I love the fact that he got his powers from the moon, and that this energy of the universe helps him, guides him. And when it comes back, he goes through time, what I'm saying, like an Assassin's Creed. You know, it is what it is. And I'm just saying like this, feeling really good, really good, really good, really good, really good. What feelings are attached, or have you attached? And I'm gonna give a shout out to Judge Lynn Taller, you know, and that's TOLER, you know, because I was watching, I was watching an interview that she had years ago, and she said, "What is your relationship with money?" And she was just talking. She was like, hypothetically speaking, what is your relationship with money? How does it make you feel when you get it? How do you feel when you have it? And when it's gone, how do you feel? And what's the need to get it back again? And if I don't know it, and I will say, yeah, I know some people that's really, really addicted to getting money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What it ain't shall never be. You know what I mean? Just like that. You're gonna do it on them days for yourself, like you do it for nobody. And today, I want to say, with a light heart, It's been good. Today is the conclusion of the art of elevation. You know what I'm saying? And I would like for y'all to join me every Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. through 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I am the you know, Join me every Monday through Friday from 6 p.m. through 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? At Hillside, 1438 North Ninth, the podcast. And I am the voice of choice. You know what I'm saying? Conversation with my friends call me Michael Coates. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that tagline to stay fine. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell a friend that I said the story's about to begin. Tell your mama I said hi, and tell your auntie I said don't ask why. Looking good like butter and a brother like no other. You know what I'm saying? Shout out from the Celestial Chords, my people, Brian Fitzgerald, Coates, Tony, and everybody that has passed. And recently, my big homie Sean to the Parker coming from Hillside. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna sign off today and say thank you for allowing me to come into your heart, your homes, your minds. And thank you for the conversation. You know what I mean? And if you're on Facebook and you're not on my YouTube, you want to go to OGKUSHMIL. That's going to direct you to 1438 North Ninth, the podcast page. You know what I'm saying? Be a subscribing member and send your man some stars. And if you're on YouTube and you're not on Facebook, or Instagram, you want to go to OGBIGH2. That's OGBIGH2 on Instagram. It's an open page. And then not only that, and if you want to go to my Facebook, it's Michael Coates, MICHAELCOATES. It has been good. It has been great. Thanks for this wonderful Wednesday. Y'all have a great night. I will see y'all tomorrow, at 6 p.m. sharp, and we will be doing an interlude. I'm going to talk that talk and walk that walk, baby. You know what I'm saying? Peace, God bless you. You know what I mean? And Black Lives Matter every day for me. I'm Black every day, and I love being Black. This Black King says good night, just like that. It is wonderful. Yeah.